Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today. As always, it's a rainy day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Thank goodness I'm working inside. Today's topic is going to be the continuation of a power. The power is within. I wrote the book, I can't remember the name. Series number 42. We are on chapter 12, The Familiar Voice. So if you want to follow along, you can do that. Here we are. And we will begin. Hit that like button and subscribe. Welcome to my new subscribers. And hey, hope you have a great day today. Maybe you'll have something here that will help you out in that day. Okay, you have so much more power than you could ever imagine. Whatever you desire in life, you can have it. Now that you have this belief and this trust in this belief, you simply have to use it. As I've already discussed, you've already been doing that. Now you have to do it in areas that move you forward and not hold you back. Everyone is creating their life with their thoughts. Some people do it consciously and some people do it consciously or unconsciously. They create by default. They're creating, but they don't know what they're creating, and they don't know how it's being created. And then they wonder why they created it, if they even have any idea that they did. You may have found yourself saying something like, how did I do this? Or why did I do this? Yeah, you did it because you were unaware that your thinking was causing what was coming into your life. All your life you have been conditioned to believe that dreams are dangerous. Your family has told you this. Your friends have cautioned you about risks. Yes, let's play it safe. I seen something on a truck yesterday. Safety first. Now, I'm all for safety, don't get me wrong. But if we would have put safety first, we would not even live in this wonderful country we live in today. If we put safety first, we probably never would have played some of the games we played when we were kids. Safety cannot be first in your life, or you will never accomplish anything. Some of the greatest inventors and achievers of all time took risks. They could have lost their home, they mortgaged everything they had, and some of them did lose everything more than once. Now, were they playing it safe, or were they taking big risks? And some had families. They were not only risking the welfare of themselves and their future, but their families also. So you can't put safety first and expect to accomplish anything great in life. I'm not telling you to go out and hang from the roof by your one hand, but you have to take some risks. You gotta put safety aside sometimes. All your life you have been conditioned to believe that dreams are dangerous. Yeah, I thought I just read that. Well, anyway, your friends have cautioned you. Okay. All right. Let me see. You've been given every reason to believe that you should hold tight in your bunker of security and live out the rest of your days unchanging. A good example is this current health crisis and the previous one. Well, it's all concurrent. But there are some people that haven't left their house. They're so afraid to leave. What if, back in the caveman days, the man was afraid to leave the cave because if he's afraid the saber-toothed tiger was going to eat him up? We would have died out a long time ago. What if Columbus would have been afraid of falling off the edge of the earth? Maybe he was afraid, but he faced that fear. Guess what? There is no edge of the earth, but everybody believed that back in the day. Did they play it safe? No, they didn't. Did our founding fathers play it safe when they decided to revolt against the British rule? No, they didn't. So think about that. You can't put safety first and expect to accomplish anything above the norm in life. Okay, but that inner desire won't go away. That voice inside keeps speaking. You try to quiet it with reason and logic. You argue with it, but it won't shut up. It whispers, you can have your dream if you would only go for it. Your family, your friends, and society in general tell you to stay the same and stay safe because they care about you. They might remember when they tried to achieve the desire of their heart and how painful it was when they failed. Failure is on the pathway to success. You cannot succeed without failing. They don't want you to hurt like they did. They tell you to just be happy with what you have. There is truth to that. We should be happy with what we have, but not content. If that was how we were meant to live as humans, we would still be living in caves, hunting with clubs. Back to the caveman. You will never be able to quiet that inner voice. It will stalk you right up to your last breath, but then you will only have regrets. Only in those last few days of life, it will be telling you not to, but that you should have done. You will regret not the times you tried and failed, but all the times you never tried. It's going to be short today. I got to get to work. I got several big jobs up. I got work lined up for the next 2 months, and I misscheduled the other day. So there you go right there. I made a mistake. So I needed another week before I started this big job, but I misscheduled, so now I have to split the 2 jobs up and have one crew here and one crew on the other job. Now, that's stretching. Did I plan on stretching out of my comfort zone that much? No, I didn't. But hey, that's the way it fell. So I'm going to go with it and see what happens. And remember that when something doesn't seem to go your way, it really is going your way. Because without stretching, you will never expand. And the universe is constantly expanding. And if you don't expand, you're contracting. And contraction leads to death, or death of your spirit, or depression inside of you. I go to bed at night sometimes, and I'm afraid. I have a job I'm starting the next day, and even though I've done the job several times, each client is different. And I have the fear that I won't be able to please the client. Rarely does that happen, very rarely, but yet that fear remains. Fear is always going to be there. Make fear your friend, because if you're striving for success and something above the norm, it's always going to be there. As I've said many times before, the only difference between a hero and a coward is the hero faces his fear. The coward turns away and does not confront the fear. So remember that today when you're facing fear. Confront that fear and it will disappear. I heard someone say that one time long ago. All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.